Hello all, today I'm going to unbag Stuka Leader Expansion number 2, Eastern Front 2. So if you missed, there was an Eastern Front 1 and an Expansion number 1. I'll put a link to that in the description, along with links to my unboxing of Stuka Leader, the core game, which this is an expansion to. So if you want to find out about Stuka Leader, check out that video. If you don't know anything about Stuka Leader, check out that video. If you already know about Stuka Leader, hey, check out that video anyway. Let me know what you think. This is an expansion to Stuka Leader from DVG, designed by Chuck Seegert, and it gives you more content. This is following up on expansion number 1, which was Eastern Front number 1. So this is going to give you some new campaigns focused on the Eastern Front. And in Stuka Leader, basically you are managing the air operations of the campaign. So this will be air operations for the Eastern Front campaign. So you'll get some new campaigns, some new targets for those campaigns that you'll be, basically is the focus of your mission, some new aircraft to prosecute those campaigns, some new bandits to encounter in those campaigns, and some new events that affect your overall mission. So they come generally in bags. The Leader series tends to have a big box with a lot of content. In fact, enough content to enjoy the game for years and years. However, if you want to have more content, they will oblige, and you have these bagged expansions. Again, this is Eastern Front 2. Eastern Front 1 was 3 campaigns in the Eastern Front, World War II. Let's see what we have for Eastern Front number 2, expansion number 2, Eastern Front, to see what other campaigns we get in here. So there'll be some campaign cards. That's where you determine your campaigns. There's going to be some cards that are going to have some new planes, targets, and events. And then you have some new counters here as well. These counters are typical DVG quality, very thick, somewhat pre-rounded, so no need to clip. Very clear colors. And so, you've got your different sights. The sights are usually are red because those are the enemies. That's what you're going to be encountering. A sight is something you're encountering on the ground. Bogies or bandits or stuff you're encountering in the air. So these are the different Russian aircraft, Soviet Union aircraft that you'll be encountering. The blue ones are your aircraft or different types of aircraft, and they will be reflected in these cards, which not only represent the plane itself and its characteristics, but they represent individual pilots. And your pilots will advance. They start off at rookie, and you can go all the way up to legendary. So there'll be 3 cards of each of these for each plane/pilot, and then has their abilities of them on the card themselves. And as you can see, there's some new targets in here. Let's see what the campaigns are first. We have Battle of Kursk. Okay, so you're doing the air support for Battle of Kursk. Looks like we go up to 50 on the targets here. In the base game, I think it went up to 42 or 43. So these expansions are adding new targets to expand your reach. The target is going to be the focus of an individual mission. The number of missions you run depends on if you're picking like a short, medium, or long campaign. And that tells you how many days you get, how many extra bonus points you get to kind of buy extra stuff like advance your pilots and the like. And then you have an evaluation on how you did on this. Like if you have 8+ victory points on short campaign, that's great. If you have 3 or less, that's dismal. So you get a ranking because that's what you're playing for in these games, is to get victory points over a series of missions to make up a campaign. And it's solitaire. So this is the final result. I mean, you're going to have fun playing the game, right? But this is the payday or payoff. You'll have the track here, your track recon and intel. That's part of your ongoing game. So these are single-sided or single-printed. So they'll be on the board off to the side as you're running your campaign. It also tells you about any bonus or special rules for that campaign. The availability of aircraft, any kind of special weapons are all on here as well. You'll pick out these numbers from the target deck and shuffle that, and then when it's time to draw for a target, you'll draw from that deck, and this will determine what target you're going for. And they'll have specific target attributes on the cards themselves, as we will see when we look in here on some of the new target cards that you get with expansion number 2 to Stuka Leader. So we will have some new target cards there, some new event cards, and then the rest are new plane/pilot. So here's your target cards. You go 49, 50, 51, 52, 53. So we're up to 53 on targets now. And as you see on the target, they have the number, so you'll pull that, like, so this 50, you'll take this 50 card out because it's on this campaign if you're doing that campaign. And it'll tell you how to set up for that. You're going to have draw 2 counters for the sights and 1 for bogeys. You know, those are bandits. And then that's for the target. And then for the approach, you're going to have 1 and 1 on that. This is your victory points you get for it, where how to set up the recon and intel track. And then so many other special rules for the target. So you've got armor, troop concentration, Politburo station. So you've got all kinds of new targets in here to add to the game. You got some events. Events are something you draw at the beginning of your campaign, or mission, I should say, each one of the individual missions, and it's going to tell you what happens on the approach, what happens over the target, and what happens on the way back. So they'll affect different things. And then you get a whole bunch of new plane/pilots. As you see here, you start off as a rookie, go to green, average, skilled, veteran, legendary. So you'll have 3 of these for each one of these plane/pilots that you get in this bag, and I imagine they have corresponding counters that we saw from the counter sheet. So quite a few new plane/pilots. For the campaigns, we got the Battle of Kursk, 43, Operation Bagration, 44. And then we have Battle of Silo, 45. And this shows you the level. So this is expert. So this is going to be a tougher campaign. This one is skilled. And this one is expert. So it kind of tells you the different levels of the campaigns. So there you have it. That is the contents of expansion 2. As we are plowing through all this glorious content that is in... that's in the expansions for Stuka Leader. There's a total of 7 expansions. 7 right out of the gate. So anyway, that's what I have for you today. Love to know what you think about Stuka Leader, about this expansion, about any of the expansions, about any of the Leader series, about DVG, about life in general. It's all fair game. Let me know what you think. Just keep it civil. Take care. Have a good one. Thanks for watching.